I do emphasize the word pleasure. If you read it with pain, then don't read it. But I never believe in reading any book from cover to cover, except, of course, my favorite work. So do not finish the whole book, really. Read a few essays and see what you can sort of get any pleasure out of it. Language is always culture. Language is never a vehicle. Language is always a culture. Even if you want to use English as for strictly functional utilitarian purposes, you still have to get into the culture. Even if you write technological manuals, you have to know the culture of technology. Right? In computers, same thing. Certain words from technology get into the English vocabulary. Everybody uses the word input. Input, output, all that stuff. Yeah. So now I borrow the term in computer language. You connect, right? So now I call my new summer called connecting to humanity. How do you make the connect? So that to me is crucial. That no matter what language you do, no matter what time, no matter for what reason you want to learn English, there's always the background, there's always something behind it that you have to be curious about. You don't have to get into it. You say, well, what is behind this? That's the crucial part. But I think a lot of Hong Kong, especially officials, just pay attention only to face value, so that they make a kind of a report, just to make sure the figures are correct. Everything is done, so the both I jump and read it. But no, behind that it's all empty. There's no substance. Then you compare that to Chris Patton's lecture. Chris Patton, whatever we disagree, he's definitely a red more than both I jump. You can see, I mean, it comes out with good English. But now, even now, he's probably dying, maybe decline. When I was going to college, as a boarding student, I audited all the courses by all the big name professors. Not necessarily listen to the content, I just listen to their styles. They're great orators. Every one of them knew all of them. Fleming, this guy David Owen in English history, and quite a few in Victorian literature. Just 出口成章啊. We didn't have that. I'm awful as a lecturer in that sense. But you have all of that. Why? Because they're trained that way. So, to me, if you want to do English well, read it aloud. Just same as in classical Chinese. Read it aloud. If it sounds good to your ears, that is good English. If it's unreadable, it's bad English. Read the official essays, it's all bad English. So for this, I would say the fastest would be 3 or 4 revisions. The slowest would be 7 or 8 or 9. Usually an essay would take me about 3 to 7 days, and each day would be about 4 or 5 hours, sometimes 6 or 7. So it really takes a lot of time, and I don't type well, so sometimes I waste a lot of time doing that. But the frustration is that you know there's a phrase there, but you forget about it. That's the hard part. I know I'm finding that phrase. It's somewhere lurking in the back of my mind from some essay I read, but I just cannot recall. So I have to put the right idea in the right place. That's the hardest. Maybe this is almost a thankless job. And this is basically why I cannot write so fast. Although in Chinese I dash it off, but then I realized that because of the influence of my English, now I'm doing revision, even with my Chinese. So now it's getting harder and harder, so I'm writing less of that.